How's it going? This is Ethan with Planned Right. We're going to go through real quick and show how to use the 3D viewer model on mobile. So as we send a link over to you to view the house that we're designing and working on, you're able to view this on your phone, tablet, or computer. On the computer is generally a little bit easier for most folks. And we'll have another video showing how to use that. But for now, let's talk about phones and tablets. So I'm on an iPhone right now. The email we'll send out will have a link here and some instructions on how to use it. First off, apologize if the audio gets a little funny. I'm recording right off my phone. Sometimes my hand hits that microphone, so apologies in advance. But first off, go ahead and just click that top link. This is going to open up a page with a link to download the app. So go ahead and download that app. Phone is sideways for a second here. It's a very quick download, free app, no sign-in, registration, anything. It'll download in a few seconds, and we can open the model right on up. So once it's downloaded, I recommend going back to that email again. Click the link one more time. Now it'll open the model within the app. So this is very quick, easy. I mean, within a few seconds, we've got that model open. So don't worry at all about downloading the app real quick. It's pretty simple. If you'd rather not use the app, the web browser on your computer works beautifully as well. No app needed, and that will be the same link on the email if you open it up on your computer. So we have the model open. Go ahead and just close out of that sign-in. First off, the phone browser always starts off with a better rendering technique, which is perfect. We like to have it as standard. Hopefully you can see the buttons I'm clicking. We're going to go back to the menu, click Settings, View. I like to turn on shadows. Makes it look a little bit prettier here. All right, we'll go back again. Now, on the bottom of the main screen, we'll go ahead and hit that arrow on the top left to move the menu. On the bottom of the screen, we have a couple different rendering techniques. So the bottom left will center us around the model. The one in green is the one you're currently selected. So let's go left to right. Bottom left, this is a top-down floor plan view of the house. So to navigate here, I'm spreading fingers on the screen. So pinch out to zoom in to zoom out, or you know how to use this. It's any zoom navigation on your phone. So one finger is to pan around, two to zoom. On the bottom left, you can go down to the foundation, first floor, second floor. On the bottom right, you can choose at what height it's being cropped at. So if we go to the top, it's right above the fans. You can see those ceiling fans. You can even see the can lights, the little dots. Foundation, you can see the full slab, see where the footings are. Second floor, we've got a loft over here on the bottom left above the garage. So pretty simple here. This is a good way to get a feel for that floor plan. The next one is the preferred one for mobile. We're going to go back to this in a second because we'll walk through it a little bit more. This one that it started off in is generally best on the computer. Can be a little bit more difficult on mobile to navigate. I don't recommend it on your phone. Two fingers to pan, zoom in and out. It moves kind of quick. And one finger to spin around the model. So you can zoom inside. Two finger to pan, spin. It will rotate around the center of the full model, so the land usually. Then the bottom right one is more of a gimmicky one, kind of fun. Go ahead and grant permission to use the camera. It's going to want to see a flat surface, so let's grab my table here, and we're going to place the model on my table. So I can pinch outward to zoom, and I'm physically moving my phone around. Again, apologies if I'm hitting that microphone, but you can kind of fly around the house. You can use one finger to spin it. Kind of cool. Again, not necessary. More of a gimmick. So let's go back to the ideal phone navigation. So it's going to be that middle one. So what this does is it sort of emulates you walking around the house. So on the top right, you can see it's like a miniature version of that floor plan view that we looked at first on the bottom left. So I'm walking backwards with that left joystick to get in front of the house. The right joystick is going to be to pan around or just look around. You can also just use your finger on the screen to do the same. Can be easier to use that right joystick. The arrows on the left are to move up and down. So you want to move yourself down to that 5-6 foot mark or so to make it feel like you're walking. The top left button changes the camera height, how you move around. Honestly, not much of a reason to mess with that. You can just leave that alone. The next one gives a walkthrough, which is kind of neat. So it's as if you're looking around. So I'm moving my camera. It turns on the gyro. Let's turn that off. On the right side, again, we have the gyro and just gyro. You can turn that on and off. It's right above that right button. The far right, it shows a little landscape picture. I wouldn't even turn that on. That just uses your phone's camera to put whatever the camera's saying into the background of the house. No reason for it, and it slows the phone down, makes it hot. So, keeping everything the same, when you first open it, moving forward with that left stick, right stick to look around. Pretty handy. You can walk right into the house that way. Something you're going to want to be utilizing that I am a huge fan of. On the top right, click cross sections, cut the top of the house off. Go ahead and drop this just below whatever the ceiling height is here. For the most of the home it's at 10 feet, so we'll set it here right about 9 feet. So let's go ahead and go on inside of the house. So there you go, kind of neat. You can kind of fly through and get a feel for what the home looks like. Again, on that top right, you can see a floor plan view. Pretty simple. So if you have any questions about how to use this, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Again, apologize in advance for any mic issues, but hopefully this gives you a quick idea on how to use the app if that's what you'd prefer. This is Ethan with Planned Right. Have a good one.